Hello and welcome. In this episode, we're going to talk about some lateral movements on the congas. So some exercises that can help develop moving from center or left to right, and center or right to left. So from left to right and right to left, or from center, your center drum, to out in either direction. If you don't have three conga drums, you can practice this with just two. And I'm going to start with two, basically, and you can just take the one drum on the outside and swap it around. So, and even if you don't have any congas, I'm going to talk about how you can even play this and do this on a tabletop. Alright, so getting right into it, I want to go over a couple exercises that I believe would help in not only facilitating movement in rhythms and grooves from one drum to the other, but also just they can be used as musical motifs or phrases, otherwise known as licks. Things that and these licks can be built upon. So not only could it be something cool and sound great within the solo, but it could be a rhythm itself, and that can turn into a song or a composition that could be built. It could be built upon the particular lick or what we're going to go over today. So before we get into that though, if you like this video, if you're liking what you've seen so far, please subscribe. That way you'll be notified of any future videos that happen. Every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, we'll be uploading a new video, percussion instruction video, and most of those videos are based on a particular episode or series, and in between those Saturdays there'll be new videos that will be uploaded in between the week. So if you'd like to be notified when there's a new video, hit subscribe, and if you like what you're seeing, like what you're hearing, hit the like button, comment, give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Perhaps even a suggestion on a video or a question you may have in this particular video, and I'll see if I can help you out. Alright, so getting into it, the congas, moving from left to right. This is, I think, is a pretty neat exercise that we can do to help facilitate that. So the first one goes something like this. We're going to start with the hand that is opposite of moving to the other direction. So if I'm going to move from center to right, I'm basically going to do this as a 4-stroke roll to start with. Okay? So it will be left, right, or center, 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 outer, or left drum, or left drum, right drum. Okay? Now, if we were to continue this motion without stopping, it would be left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay? Now, what we're going to practice doing here is using a metronome. Okay? Now, if you have not been doing this already, I highly suggest using a metronome, and I'm going to talk about in ways to use the metronome, but also putting an accent on the first beat to start out. Now, as you progress, you can change the metronome around in different ways. You can play with different time signatures, but for now, we're just going to use the metronome, and I'm using the Soundbrenner Pulse metronome on the App Store. I happen to have an actual Soundbrenner metronome on my arm, but you'll be able to see the light pulsing, but you can get the app even without the metronome in the App Store. Or you can use Pro Metronome if you have a smartphone, or you could use a regular Korg or Yamaha, whatever your local music store has. But it's very good, it's very important. I encourage to practice along with the metronome. So that being said, let's say we're going to start our metronome, and I'm going to go ahead and put my sounds on here so that you can hear the actual sounds coming through the, here we go. Perfect. Alright. So I have it set, it's right now it's at about, let's put it at 120. And I have the first beat accented. What I mean by that is there's a different sound on the very first beat. And this is in 4/4, so it starts over after 4 beats. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Beep, boop, boop, first beat I'm going to play with my left hand, okay? The opposite hand of moving in the other direction. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you always start with the opposite hand, you'll be right on it. If you were to change directions, it would be the same thing. 3, 4. If I were to alternate, then I would just remember that it's the opposite hand. Whatever direction I want to move in, I've used the opposite hand. Listening for the accent, and I'm playing on every note, okay? Quarter notes there. Now, another thing that's important that I'll stress is posture. Always good posture. That means your back is kind of arched straight. You're straight up, almost as if someone were to put a knee in your back and pull your shoulders up, nice and straight. And that your arms are close to about a 90 degree of what's comfortable for you, resting on the conga drum. And we're going to be practicing this movement. So not doing too much of this, just practicing this movement, okay? Wrist. Slight movement of the arm, but when I'm doing it, if I were to be completely relaxed and do it correctly, it almost would look as though I'm starting to swim, but not exaggerating. Okay, relaxed. If you're too far out here, you're might be a little too tense. You don't want to be too far, and you don't want to be squeezing your arms into your side. Just go like this, tighten up a little bit, and then relax. Breathe out. Okay, and then your wrists are going to be moving, but you can move your arm just a little bit. It's like pick up and drop. Okay, but not too much. Trying to get this movement as much as possible, all right? Now, in order to switch directions, you have to double on the hand that's starting. So, in other words, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and instead of going left hand to go this way, I would go right, 2, 3, 4, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, okay? That's if I were to alternate, but let's just keep on these two drums for now. 1, 2, 3, 4, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, okay? You can practice this and do this for at least, if you're really short on time, it's good to have a minute or 2 minutes where this is the only thing you do on the metronome so that you're practicing consistency. And we're playing with the metronome and on the metronome so that as we speed up and it becomes a roll, that it's fluid. All right? Now, we can do this way, and then we can double time. And you want to make sure that your metronome is at a tempo where you're not messing up every other measure. 2, 3, 4, that's one measure. 2 measures. You don't want to be doing that 3 or 4 times and then, it might be too fast, okay? If you're continuing to do that, you're actually practicing and enforcing mistakes. So you don't want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do this 8 times and then double time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Double. Right back on that one. Double. Now, even have some time where you practice counting along with the metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You don't have to go 1. I'm just letting you know that that's where when it changes on the accent, that 1, count along with it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you practice it at double time, but you're still counting along with the metronome, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're really new at this, that may take some time to develop and practice. But starting off, just playing those quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, count along with the metronome. What this does also is, what we're aiming to do is have the ability to count internally. We want to internally develop this so that we don't have to think about it. If we're playing a groove, say the groove is like a pop soul type groove, like What's Going On or something like that by Marvin Gaye. And let's say I'm going to inject this. I know exactly where to come on and start the beat because I know where the 1 is. I know this is in 4/4. Boom boom back, the boom 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 back, the boom boom back, the boom 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 back. Okay? So if I go dun 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 dun, I did just enough that I know where the 1 is. And you want to be able to develop that because even if I was playing and expressing myself as a solo, just me playing some around on the congas, if I can have a tempo in my mind and then go off of the rhythm that I was playing, I can still imply the tempo to the audience and it still feels really good. It feels better than, and nothing's wrong with just going off tempo, but if we're playing with a band, then we need to know where that 1 is. If we're playing with no band and it's just us, by keeping with a tempo in our mind or playing with different tempos in our mind and playing along to that, that will help give a theme to the audience. For instance, so anyways, I don't know what that was right there, but the idea is, you notice even when I went off, if I go off, I might tap my foot. But in my mind, even without tapping my foot, I'm still able to count. If I wanted to come back in on the second beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and come in, instead of going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, let's say I wanted to come in on the second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Now, if I were to record that and play around, it would sound like, whoa, he kind of went off. That's something we call displacement, rhythmic displacement. I'm able to play around with the rhythm and manipulate the theme a little bit more because I understand in time where I am. This exercise that we're doing, any exercise that we do, when we practice with the metronome, and every now and then count along with it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That enforces it, the ability to do that. We are internalizing that.